Good morning. It's really hard for me to do this video today. Simply because last week has been quite a lot for me, mentally and physically. We have some breakfast here, just some Dutch bread, and yes, I need 3 of them. If it would be German bread, I would probably just need 2 of them, but I have to drive at least 20 minutes to get to the next German store to buy German bread. So this is what I have now. Living in the Netherlands, I also get this bread. It is really soft, like really soft. It's even softer than German toast. But it's still bread, it's still food, and I'm going to try to enjoy it as much as I can. I struggle a lot with finding myself, but I started a journey. Ostara is all about new beginning, growth, and balance. And after today's meditation and tarot reading, I now have a more clear path. For me to find myself and for me to become my true, fully authentic self, my old self needs to die. Like a seed sacrifices itself for a tree to grow, the same way I need to sacrifice my old self. I need to let go of self-judgment, old deep-rooted fears, and pain that still controls me. All the things that I carry with me that no longer serve me need to go. I need to let go what does not serve me. I need to take myself out of the box that I put myself in. For me to become my authentic self, I need to step out of my box, my comfort place. I am capable of everything I want in my life. I am a magnet for abundance and everything that serves me. I am me, and that is everything I have to be. Ostara is about new beginnings, growth, and balance. And I decided to do a meditation and a tarot reading. The meditation took more than 15 minutes, and I realized that I probably have some trauma stuck in my root chakra area, but I have to do a lot of more digging and learning about chakras because I don't know much about it, let's say it like that. I don't know much about it, and I would like to, because it feels like something is stuck there that wants to be released. At least that's how it also felt at the meditation. Because sometimes when I meditate, I like to move my body in certain ways and move my shoulders, my neck, my hips. And when I came to the hip area, I emotionally kind of released a bit. I did cry a bit. And it might be a little bit embarrassing to admit sometimes, but it is that way, and I think I have to do some healing in that direction. Because I notice in general that my body wants to move that part, and maybe I should. But yeah, I decided to do a tarot reading that kind of helped me understand my next steps in finding myself, because that is something I've been struggling a lot with my whole life, I think, because I am still not officially diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure that I have autism and maybe even ADHD, and I figured it out like around 2.5 years ago or 2 years ago. It has been very comforting, but at the same time very hard to figure out. Like, first it was amazing to find out because, oh my gosh, I'm not just weird and stupid and incapable or whatever. My brain just is wired differently, and that's why I am the way I am. That definitely helped me accept myself more and step into my true self, but I'm just at the beginning steps. The path is so long, so long, and I'm having a lot of baggage on my back. A lot. I grew up strictly Christian, and let's just say it wasn't for me. That's why I also, some years ago, decided to step out of the church and find my own path. That I found in nature, actually. My goddess is Mother Earth. That's what I like to say all the time. But yeah, coming back to the tarot reading. So basically what it told me is that my old self needs to die. My old self needs to die. And I've been talking with my sister-in-law just a few days ago. And something she said was that she thinks of me like the seed that is growing into a tree. And it was really fitting for the tarot reading I had on Sunday, on Easter, on Ostara. It was really fitting because it basically told me that I have to leave behind everything that doesn't serve me anymore and that is not me. And if I want to become a different me, my authentic me, I have to let go of my old me. I have to let go of the person that I don't want to be anymore and step into my true authentic self, even though it is not easy. It is not easy at all. And while I was writing down the text I read to you after the meditation and after the tarot reading, it was really it clicked in my head. It clicked in my head. It really clicked that I put myself in a box. And of course I might had some help of other people in the society and everything that we have around us, because of course. But in the end, I put myself in a box. And if I want to step out of that and become something else that is not fitting into that box, I first have to step out of that box and leave behind my old self in that box. Like, we don't need that anymore. We don't need that. But it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. Like, I struggle a lot with changing myself in ways that I want to change myself, if that makes sense. For example, like you will rarely see me with makeup or jewelry or anything. But I would love to. I would love to be more girly and do my makeup and my hair and wear jewelry, maybe even earrings. Even though earrings is a different thing. Earrings is a different thing for some reason. Fun fact time. For some reason, I cannot handle earrings and piercings and stuff like that. Like, if I have to touch them from someone else, I do not like that. Probably my autistic self somewhere in that direction, but yeah, it gives me like the ick. I don't know why. I'm not saying it has something against earrings for like in general. I think they're absolutely beautiful. Like I said, I would love to be able to wear them myself, but something in me is like, nope, cannot do that. We'll see. Maybe that will change at some point. But coming back to the topic that I was supposed to talk about or wanted to talk about, I've been kind of tomboy my whole life. Especially as a teen, I was a full-on tomboy and undiagnosed autistic female. That already is a perfect recipe for chaos in the mental state of my head. So that's kind of what made everything a little bit harder for me, and it's still making it harder for me to just do whatever I want to do that makeup, be more girly, wear jewelry without my little worm in my brain that constantly tells me that it doesn't fit me. Just because I'm still looking at myself that is in that box, that I put into that box. And of course, like, that me in the box is very tomboyish. It's very, very boyish in general. And there's not much femininity going on. Not much at all. And then I take something feminine and I'm trying to put it into something that I myself put as this masculine picture. And for some reason, my brain tells me that those two things do not fit. For example, I would love to wear rings and everything, but my brain tells me that it just doesn't look good. That it just doesn't fit me. Even though I would love to be able to wear it and do all of that, but my brain's like, nope, that looks stupid on you. I'm my biggest own critic, and it's so annoying. It's literally so annoying. So it's the old self that is constantly criticizing me and myself for wanting to express myself in a different way, in my more authentic self, in a more authentic way, needs to die. He needs to shut up. That version of me just needs to, we don't need your opinion anymore in this household. We don't need that. But it's so hard. It is literally so hard. And that is kind of what I'm going to work on now, I guess. I'm gonna try to focus on it as much as possible and put my energy into it, that I find myself and like lose the fear of expressing myself. And Skylife, another amazing content creator, also said that like our own expression is like one of the most important things, and we should all express ourselves in our most authentic, true version, true self. And it's not easy. It really is not easy. And something she also said is, or someone else said and she quoted it, I'm not sure anymore, cringe is the best teacher. Because whenever we find ourselves judging someone, cringing about someone, it's basically just judgment. In the end, I think it's more that we are judging ourselves if we would have done that. We always like judge something that is not fitting in a box. And that is such a societal thinking, that we all have to fit into boxes. But who said that we need to fit in a box? We all are unique humans. We are human. And human means being unique in all the fucking ways. And why are you putting people into boxes? And why are you putting yourself into a box? And why are you judging it? If someone is just expressing themselves without hurting anyone or themselves, why are we judging it? Why are we cringing about people expressing themselves just because we are scared to express ourselves in our authentic self, in our authentic version? And if you think about it, it is so true. Cringe is such a big teacher. And every time I notice myself judging someone, like cringing about something, I remind myself of that sentence. Cringe is the best teacher. And then I really think about it again and think, okay, why am I cringing about this? And most of the time it's because it's things I would never do myself because I'm too scared to. Sometimes I see people do weird faces or dance in a certain way on social media, and I'm cringing because that's weird. It's not normal. But then I look at myself and think, if no one watches, you would not cringe. You would probably maybe even do the same thing or similar. And here we are judging ourselves, judging others. And judgment is such a bad thing in the world if it's used for the wrong things. Like judging people for being themselves. Especially if they are not hurting anyone and not hurting themselves. Because in the end, that is the most important thing. Then you do you. That is something I think everyone should tell themselves a little bit more often. You do you. Someone's dancing weird and you don't really, kind of like, you do you. I don't have to do it if I don't want to. But that person can, if they want. I guess that is my new mission for now. To find my own expression, find my own voice again. And I think this YouTube channel and my Instagram and everything, and my TikTok. Also, you find all the links in the description if you want to check me out there as well. I think it is really helping me to just find myself and find my voice, find my expression, lose my fear of expressing that voice and my expression and my authentic self. And I hope that making those videos and talking about it, maybe it will also spark a little flame within you, so you can also start being your authentic self and start that path of finding your voice, finding yourself, find your expression, and that you're brave enough to live it out. Be brave, because you are worth it. Your authentic self is worth it to be found. And now I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!